Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, CreatorSim. It's your hostess with the mostest, Aspen Blue, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we're in Unit C of our little Eco Townhouse complex here in Evergreen Harbor. As I mentioned in the last videos, each of these townhouses is unique to their owner. If you haven't seen the rest of them and want to check it out, I'm going to go ahead and throw up a card for you, just a link to that playlist so you guys can watch and see what the rest of the townhouses look like. Anyways, so each one's unique to their owner. The first one was a very industrial, modern loft style. I had a lot of fun with that one. I don't really do lofts, so it was really fun. And the lighting is absolutely gorgeous in that one. Now the second unit is it's the most modest out of the townhouses. I made it for a single mother and daughter, so it's more on the realistic side. Now this one, I don't know, it's so funky. I really wanted to do a retro one. I wanted to do a retro build ever since we got the platforms. Like, all I think is like some pop star from the 60s, you know, sunken in living room, very luxurious, but also like vintage, mid-century, modern kind of style. So I incorporated a little bit of that idea in here. So you're going to see some repetition in my next builds because this color scheme is actually awesome, and I can't wait to do something like this in maybe like Granite Falls and I don't know, maybe an A-frame styled home. Who knows? Anyways, so I know there's a lot of like stone, there's going to be a lot of brick and wood tones, but I think it pays off, guys. I really enjoyed it. So anyways, yeah, so here we are. We're going ahead and starting to add some of the touches to the downstairs, kind of figuring out things. I really wanted to do this cool like atrium here with those windows. I love the lighting in this apartment too, even though what I do, I can't tell if I've done it yet. I don't think so. It kind of takes away from the natural lighting, I feel. See how no, I haven't done it yet. The beautiful lighting comes in and you can see it cast there, the morning light into the kitchen. But I go ahead and I add the vertical wall slates that we got with Eco Lifestyle, just to kind of make some sort of railing or barrier. You know, let's pretend this is realistic and your Sims could possibly fall off of the staircase. Anyway, so I did that as some sort of, you know, security for the Sims, and I thought it'd be really cool to add an atrium underneath it because that's sort of a dead space as it is, and in the rest of the apartments I sort of just walled it off and either did like a little miniature desk or a fireplace. So I didn't want to do that here. I decided to go with the atrium. Sorry, just smacked my mic because I thought it was a little bit more fitting for the retro style I wanted to go for. And now we're in the kitchen. And yes, I know, I forget the stove. Don't worry, I go and I add that a little bit later on. In the kitchen, I go ahead and I use the new set that we got actually with the Snowy Escape Pack. I love those countertops we got with the shelves, and of course the backless stove is beautiful. Okay, this one I actually had to use the tool for with that entertainment like center that I made. I love that. I believe it's from Dine Out. It's one of my favorite pieces, and I honestly just use it as an entertainment center. I think it's supposed to be a sign or something for business, or maybe it's Get to Work. I don't know, one of those two. But I thought it would look really cool. And I didn't really know what else to do with the TV. I didn't want to have the TV on the table, so I figured that worked out. And I love those chairs that I picked for the dining room table. I'm not exactly sold on the table. I don't believe I changed it. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with the Eco Lifestyle. This would have looked a lot cooler if I had gone in with a singular pole from like Debug or something and done this, but honestly I was being a little bit lazy and I thought the jagged look of it could be kind of cool. So that's what I'm kind of messing with here. I'm just using the Alt-9 key and lifting those up, I think. Yeah. I should have built a wall there, but the platforms are so finicky. Every time I try and like add a fence or a half wall like alongside of it, because it's a platform, in theory, like it could be tall enough for me to fall over. So I feel like a wall would be realistic. Anyways, it wants to like turn it all into a room for whatever reason. So I think I tried to edit out. I don't think I did with that little fence there that I did with the atrium, but essentially I had to like place the shelf, the exact units I needed to the side, and then pick it up and drop it there. I have to do that sometimes with apartments too, if I can't get a painting on like the very edge of an apartment wall or like just wants to glitch out. Anywho. Also, I thought the ivy would be really, really pretty. I also do that on the other side in the kitchen and dining room area, just above the seating, and I think it looks really nice. I go ahead and I use the wooden, yeah, they're like little wooden slate, you know, just wall decor things that we also got this Snowy Escape, which everything in that pack was so beautiful. And I really love the swatches, and I love how detailed the wood grain looks too. I'm very pleased with that one. And today I got my first whiff of this like upcoming pack, which I think they're supposed to do the reveal trailer on the 12th. I believe the little gift that everybody put together did said. Yeah, anyways. So I'm excited for that. I hope it's very voodoo-esque, and honestly, I hope it's what I was hoping for Realm of Magic, or what I hope Realm of Magic would be. Kind of like, I think her name's, no, I'm not even gonna say it because I don't even know if that's correct. But if you guys have watched American Horror Story, I believe it's season 2? No, 3? I can't recall. I think, anyways, Coven. It's Coven. It takes place in like New Orleans, and it's you've got like these witches who are kind of like in a matriarch system, and then you've also got like a voodoo witch, which is super cool, and she is a total badass. And I don't know why, like the little clip they showed us totally gave me vibes of her, especially with like how friendly she looked with like the little green spirits they showed. Also because like the background was super grungy too, and her outfit was a little rough. So I don't know, it got me thinking like maybe, because if it's like happy haunts, I think is what everyone was saying, if it is that, and it's supposed to be like new careers and supernatural things like that. Anyways, maybe they're friendly, or I don't know. It'd be cool though if they were companions, or if you could like compel them. I don't know. I was really hoping there was more with Realm of Magic. I do like how they went like all Art Deco-ish, just because, well, thinking of it honestly, like Casper, I think is the only, no, that's not true. I guess there's a lot of older films that have that. I don't know if you guys have seen Nurse Ratched. It's based off of Nurse Who the Cuckoo's Nest or whatever. That whole like hospital they're in, the exterior not so much. The exterior is very like coastal, I thought, but I felt like the interior was very Art Deco. Anyways, I guess I don't know how else they would have included that sort of style into the build. It could have been cool though to do like an artist style. Oh gosh, the name of the artist is escaping me, and it's really upsetting. He did that beautiful park in Barcelona. Anyways, he had like some really creepy, cool Art Deco styles, and I think there was like a scary movie that took place in a very Art Deco mansion. Anyways, so now we've moved on to the bathroom. I'm trying to stick with the wood tones. I think I might end up adding stone in here. I do go ahead and change the wall, as you can see there, as well as add columns just to give this room a little bit of separation. And I also add more eco lifestyle stuff in this apartment than I did the rest, I felt. But honestly, I kind of only called it Eco Townhouses. I keep calling them apartments. Anyways, I kind of only really called them Eco just because we are here in Evergreen Harbor, and I just felt like it would be really cute to have a nice little like community living space right here. So I like the idea of being able to do like tiny living spaces. I mean, granted, this is a lot of room, but not the most, you know. They hardly have a yard. In fact, I said that in my first one. I kind of wished I had left like a little grass patch in the walled off patio area downstairs. Okay, so that little spot that I just placed the desk is where I think I could have incorporated the washer and dryer. It totally escaped my mind. I always had hampers. I never do gameplays. I never really think about gameplays unless I have the specific idea to add a laundry room, which for whatever reason I only really think of when I do builds with children in mind. We'll go figure, you know, they're messy. Anywho, other than that, it's out of sight, out of mind. Also, these places are so small, and I really, really struggled with the floor plan. I mean, the floor plan in the second one is really cramped, I thought. Like, the living space and the kitchen was kind of weird. I don't know. I'm wondering if I should have opted to just not use the platform there. I really want to use the platform. I feel like I'm using platforms just for the sake of using platforms. Like, I know I haven't used them a lot here, but in some instances that I have used them, I feel like they were silly or pointless. I don't know. They're a lot of fun. Gosh, guys, I can't wait to upload my next video. Actually, that's what I was talking about earlier with like the idea or the vibe and architectural style that I had in mind with this townhouse unit here, but incorporated into a home. So I'm doing like this. Honestly, I wanted it to be very modest at first, and it turned into something huge just because I wanted to use the platforms to make steps up to the house, and then once it got into the house, platforms to do like a second living area. And so yeah, I got very carried away with that. And seeing as how like so much of the house was taken up by the stairs and it ended up kind of being a grand entry, it felt really silly for there to only be room for like one bedroom, at least on the lot that I was on. So I ended up expanding it actually to the lot in Windenburg. Gosh, the Villarreal house, I don't know if I said the right household, I think is what it was, the giant, I think it's a 64 by 64 lot in Windenburg. I placed it there. And now I'm just making it like a lake house. I'm struggling though to make my own lake. It's tough. I need to watch some YouTube videos because I'm just like going for it and it's not paying off super well. It's been a fight, I feel, but just trying to figure it out. I'll break soon and just ask the internet for help. I'll be stubborn for a little while longer. Anyway, so this artist, I know that I made like the downstairs very retro, but I thought maybe she was like this very artsy, I don't know, cute little thing who just appreciated old things. So maybe either she kept the house the way it was originally and that's why it has that modern feel, or maybe she just wanted to expand on the little pieces that were there. Maybe she was inspired by the platforms, or maybe there was already an atrium there. Who knows? So I figured maybe she's an artsy, kind of eclectic, quirky, cute person. So I go ahead and I give her this art studio. I feel like this would be like my dream house right here, I think. And honestly, it's just because of the space, the lighting, the plants, and the style. Oh gosh, I love retro crap. That's my favorite plant. I think I used that plant like 5 times, and maybe this townhouse alone. No, that's an exaggeration. At least 2 or 3. At least 2 in the span of like 10 Sims feet in this area. Anywho, so I went ahead and I love that bookcase, and I went ahead and I shrunk it down and lifted it up to maybe look like floating shelves. Now I'm just cluttering actually, I love that table. I never actually use it as a table. I feel like it's a very interesting table, and I don't really build in that style, I don't think. I don't know, maybe I should do a very kind of cold, modern apartment feel, kind of like how the apartments look when you first get them, except it won't be so like, you know, basic, but sort of along the lines of that. Most of my builds have like a sim in mind. They're not very generic, and so I think I should do some generic stuff. I've also contemplating just building a bunch of, oops, I'm smacking my mic again. I really have to stop talking with my hands. Anyways, I've contemplated just building a bunch of rooms just to upload to the gallery because I have a lot of fun. And there's some styles I want to test out and things like that. And so I think that would be a good way for me to do that and still feel like I was, what's the word? I don't know, I guess working towards my Sims goal, or for what I do. I mean, that's why I don't actually play The Sims, and why I'm like, I keep backing my headset, and why I'm attempting to do a Let's Play. I say attempting because I haven't actually played in weeks, let alone edited the material for the first Let's Play. My laptop is my laptop is low in space, so I have to use the memory sparingly, and with editing videos and things and going back and forth, and with the games I do already have on my computer that I do not feel like uninstalling, would that mess it up? It would mess my Sims up for sure. I'm not taking my Sims on and off. Although I wonder if I had my Sims in an external hard drive, if that would work. I'm not gonna, I don't know if I want to mess with that. I don't think that would work. Anyways, I need to just buy a computer. I bought a really nice laptop, you know, just as a treat yourself, and because it is really, really handy. And I hate it too because there was nothing really wrong per se with my old laptop. I mean, well, it couldn't get 5G Wi-Fi, which I think is kind of a problem when, like, I think my iPhone 5 at the time could. So, but I mean, it was touchscreen. It did everything. It was fine. It was a smaller screen though. The laptop I have now has like a number pad and it's bigger, but it's not meant for gaming. Like, it's not an Alienware or anything like that. And I actually bought it to practice digital art, which I have not really been doing. I've just been uninspired. And also, when you're uninspired and feel like you're not a good artist, or, you know, you're not where you need to be, because let's say, like, I was a great artist when I was a kid, but when I got older, I just stopped doing it, and, you know, just your skills don't evolve if you don't work at them. So I just get very frustrated with myself because in my head I have this idea and I just can't seem to get my hand to make it work. Anyway, so I got my laptop for that. But now, honestly, and I really don't like Apple that much. They're okay, but now I wish I had gotten an iPad because I found out about Procreate shortly after that, and I love how many tutorials there are online, and that's really what it is, because it's a pain in the butt to learn an art software. So you're really slow at first, which is frustrating. And yes, anyway, so I just wanted to draw along with some people using the same equipment that I was, essentially. So that's why I think I'm just gonna, my next thing will be an iPad, but I want a jumbo one, and that's stupid expensive. So this is like if I win money or something, or someone asks me what really expensive gift I want, you know? Be nice to win money. I'm sure everyone in the world right now thinks that. Oh gosh. Anyways, this bathroom is great. You guys saw earlier that I went ahead and I placed this fish tank kind of randomly when I was doing the art studio room. I was like, yeah, I want that in the bathroom. I loved the tone of the wood. I know I just changed it, but originally, like, I loved I think it was just the grain of the wood. Let's go with the grain of the wood. So I decided to add it in the bathroom, and the floor was crap at first, and the wall, ugh. But I find a better swatch, and I also changed the foundation. Or not the foundation, I'm sorry, the new platform wallpaper, which I have some gripes about, guys. For starters, why can't they be the wall textures? Why are they so big? Like, I keep just using the same thing, the same platform paint or whatever, because, well, this one here, because it's low profile. Some of them are really chunky, and it's like, well, especially in this build too, where I don't have the most space, like everything is kind of close together, because, gosh, I think this is only a 20 by 30. No, it can't be that small. Gosh, I can't recall now. Anyways. So I'm taking the island living counters, which I use for the sink there, and kind of raising them up just to do some like weird thing up top. I've said this before with like the taller walls, I find a hard time like making up for the dead space. And at first I contemplating possibly putting plants up there, but I felt like I was doing too much of that. So I just decided to maybe, not even like a cabinet, maybe just like a wooden wall accent. I don't know. Something cool. Okay, see, I placed a hamper, but did you see a washer and dryer in this townhouse? God, I really want them to be apartments, don't I? Gosh, I wish there were more townhouses like in my town. I really do. That would be perfect. There's some apartment complexes that have like garages, private garages under them. I saw something ridiculous though when I was looking at apartments. It was showing me the breakdown or whatever, and it actually like, you've got the price of the rent, and then you're like, you have the add-ons. That's what apartments do. It is what it is. But it's like $100 for the garage. And I'm thinking, wait, you're telling me you're already adding that on as an extra thing to use the thing literally attached to my apartment as like a mode of entrance? Why not just add that into like the price of the rent? Ugh, ridiculous. I hate apartments. I need to get my freaking crap together so I can buy a house before this pandemic wrecks my credit, honestly. Ugh. I need to buy a house. Right? That's the American dream, to buy a house. No, but I think it would just be a good idea too, just to have some form of like property as equity. And then even if I were to get a mortgage and I couldn't actually, say, afford my mortgage at first, I could definitely rent it out and have someone else pay my mortgage. It would suck not to be the first one to live in my house, especially if I were to get one of these new ones that I guess take care of a bunch of closing costs and things like that. So I don't know. It's so silly I'm talking about this. Anyway, so I'm kind of just doing some finishing touches here in that little hallway there, popping back in the bathroom. But then we're going to move on to the master bedroom, which I had no plans for. I mean, there's only really one spot the bed could go, which is the shape of this room. And I wasn't going to add a bathroom in here. I mean, this was a single person, so I didn't give them an ensuite. This is the only, I mean, aside from the loft, because, well, it's a loft, so there wasn't even a bedroom at all. But this is the only, like, master bedroom that doesn't have an ensuite bath. And I love the way this comes out so much. I go ahead and I just kind of do this entire cabinetry around the bed with like some mirrors behind it and some mood lighting. I also add like a little desk area by the windows there. Like I said, she's an artsy person. There's a lot of surface area in this house, so I also gave her a desk here as well. I mean, I think it could be used more of as a vanity, which I should have. And we had more items that I think would make it look like a vanity. I probably would have gone that route, but aside from that little light tray with the cosmetics in it, I don't know. I guess I could have made it work. Just like, oh yeah, I suppose like a cute little round mirror. Like the new one we got was not chrome, but it could have looked okay. Anyways, I just decided to give her another desk, even though she has a desk in this room. So let's just say that this house, or her renovation that she did, made a built-in desk, but she still wanted a surface area in here. Which, girl, I get. I am this person where, well, for starters, I'm slightly lazy, but I'm like the smart kind of lazy. Like I engineer crap and just I make my life easier because I'm lazy, you know? I'm evolving, right? Anyways, God, so I like to have things like around me or near me for like quick access, you know? I'm also one of these people though who, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. I can't put things away, otherwise I'll forget about it. Like I might as well just toss it in the trash. Like it sounds so stupid. I need lots of shelving. I definitely need lots of shelving. I need to be able to see my crap. Anyway, so I give her this desk here. I also go ahead and I give her a digital sketchbook and just clutter it up with some plants and maybe just a cozy little reading nook, which I think every bedroom needs. I had that in my apartment. I just had this cute little like accent chair and a nice lamp and my plant next to me and some books, and it was so lovely. And I just loved having a cup of coffee there next to the window, especially in the early morning when the sunlight came in. It was beautiful. So that's kind of what I wanted to incorporate there, but in her private bedroom. I mean, I know she lives alone, but it's nice to have, you know, sanctuaries around the house. And I know they say not to make your workspace in like a place you rest and things like that, but I don't know. I get a lot done when I'm multitasking and resting and working. It's weird, you know? Anyways. So this was really handy. I love the red shelf. If you guys don't already have it, it's a really handy mod. There's ways to get around it, but I've never used the clear one, and I decided it would be super handy just to add that there and toss the crap on there. And so, look, it is easy. It's happening flawlessly. I realized though if I did that you guys would have a hard time finding it in the gallery, because I think it would be flagged as custom content. I mean, it is, right? Yeah, so I do go in and I change it. I think one of the mirrors in here is a little crooked too, which I'm going to fix. I think I'm going to add a little bit more mood lighting if that is the case. I'm going to pop in the game real quick though and take some more captures. I haven't actually done my tour yet. I decided to switch things up a little bit, see how I liked it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the voiceover first and then the tour for you guys. Also, I normally do my voiceover after I've already edited in the tour to the speed build. And a lot of the times I just end up like yammering on into like the captures because I've already edited the footage. So not that you guys need to know this, but I'm an open book. I will tell you things you probably don't even want to know. So I'm kidding. No, I really do yammer a lot. There's a problem. I talk a lot. When I'm comfortable, and I guess sitting in my room, which is what I'm currently doing with my cat, you know, in my spot, I'm comfortable. Gosh, I love this. So this is what I'm talking about. I gave her like a little desk here, but I think it's just so cute. All right, so this is after I realized I had to fix the cabinets, which I think I've already done. I just haven't gotten rid of the red shelf yet, but I'm just adding some last minute clutter. I really like that I added that tall cabinet by the sliding glass door because it doesn't actually interfere with the use of the door. I mean, it shouldn't. I actually haven't play tested. I should not. I should get ahead of myself. But I don't see any reason why it should not work. But you never know the Sims. My Sims couldn't get up the stairs actually in the loft apartment. So if you do download that one, you'll notice that the clock and the little stairwell is actually a little bit higher because the Sim actually couldn't go up the stairs. It's ridiculous, right? Anyways, so you never know what'll mess the Sim up. So I should do a proper playtest. Sometimes I only playtest things that I think or that I expect to be a problem. But I mean, little things like a clock on the wall, like I didn't see that coming. So I love this little patio area. I decide to give her all like little floor cushion seating Maybe she'll have a couple girlfriends over, they'll have some wine on the patio, or she'll come out here and like paint or sunbathe, or I don't know, and I stuck a violin out there. Her neighbors will probably hate it, but you know, it is what it is. This is her home, her little townhome. Oh, I also did go ahead, oh god, that was a chore. I hope you guys, like, if you see this and you do download it, oh gosh, I really hope that's the case. I went above and beyond, and I really didn't need to, but I went ahead and I made all of these their own little homes. I could have done more, like I didn't like make like their own landscaping or driveways or things like that, but I simply separated them from the rest of the house and made the exterior make sense. So you guys can download them, whichever one is your favorite, if you had a favorite, or if you want to see more of one or whatever. So yeah, I did that. It's on the gallery. I also have the empty shell as well. If you just like the exterior or want to do like your own apartment or whatever, it does have the floor plan and the stairs in there, but you can just not call that out. Anywho, so like I said, this is a super artsy sim, and I was an artsy sim, and when you're an artsy, I'm sorry, I'm an artsy person, and when you're an artsy person, you want the artsy crap, and art supplies aren't cute unless you've got like the perfect IKEA storage setup. It's not pretty. So I cluttered up the back patio, and I don't know, that was actually my first time using those like ceiling hanging curtains that I believe we got with City Living. But I wanted to kind of like make it private, or make it look like this person was trying to maybe hide the fact that they just had a bunch of crap on their back patio. I go ahead and I add that little divider just to maybe make it look more private. I add a couch. You know, this is kind of like, this is another spot, you know. I feel like if she had a physical home, even though she probably had some art stuff inside her house, she probably had a little shed outside where she just went bananas with like paint and stuff like that. Anyways, guys, we're done with the speed build. I hope you enjoy these captures. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more. It helps my channel out so much. And you wouldn't know how motivating it is too as a creator. I know you guys like my stuff. So if you do like it, let me know. It's awesome. Anyways, guys, I'm so sorry. We'll talk soon. Have a great day. Bye.